Hey everybody, this is Cindy over here. So, of course, it's always nice to show how you make $1,000 a day and how you just get to those profits. But I also wanted to show you the other side to trading. And I think the most important thing is when you are in this situation, what do you do? Because I know sometimes we can be in a drawdown or have a plan set, have a strategy, but there's just something when it goes against you and you're like, what do I do? It's almost like you freeze. It's like you've practiced. Oh, I'm going to get out at this point. I'm going to get out at this level. I'm trying to follow my strategies and my rules, but what happens when it actually goes against you? What do you do? So the first thing that I do is I just breathe. Like I just like, okay, wait a second. What's happening? Why am I in this position? I always ask, okay, why did I sell at this point? Okay, I always look at structure, and as you can see here, I was in a higher time frame on the 1 hour, and we had a drop based drop, and I kind of waited for price to come back on, and I got in it on this candle over here. So I got in this trade about an hour ago, almost 2 hours ago. Let me just go back 15 minutes. So as you can see, this is where I got in at this point. So we had a drop, base drop. So I got in over at this point, over here on this line. Let me go back to 5 minutes. I just want to show you my thinking. So it came back in here, came back into this area that I drew out my zone, and I got in for a sell. Obviously, and it went against me. So as you can see, this red line here is kind of like my final stop. If price moves above this line, this is where I'm going to get stopped out. This is a mental stop. So I'm busy scalping at the moment. I'm at the computer. And so I just want to talk about what goes through my mind when I see my trade going against me. First of all, it's not a good feeling. Number two, I put in another contract. So I first initially had one contract, but now I have two. So that's also going against me. And so sometimes you tend to be irrational. Sometimes when you see your trade go against you, it's almost as if everything else goes outside of your thinking. You kind of freeze and you kind of just like, oh my word, like what did I do wrong? Why was I not patient enough? Why did I can't get into this trade? I should have waited maybe. Let me just see quick what news is coming out today. Okay, there I see. I didn't realize that there was news out today at 9. I got in about 8 o'clock. Okay, so again, that was my fault. If I had checked news coming out at 9, I would have probably not get into the trade. And so again, it's these small little things that gets to you. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so if I got in, let me just see, around this time, and the price came back here around, as you can see, yeah, this is when the news came out. So hindsight is 2020, of course. So now I'm probably thinking, I'm feeling I'm not frustrated. I've been in this situation before, but I just wanted to speak as this was happening and to let you guys know that I'm go back. Like I have my plan in place, but a part of me is like, I don't want to follow it because I truly believe that it's going to go in my direction. I'm going to be in a bit of a drawdown. But I'm basically hoping. This is what it looks like when you're hoping. But I know logically that I need to get out over here. But emotionally, I don't want to get out because I honestly don't want to lose $930. I mean, I'm just being honest right now. Oh! No, please go back. This is me just live trading, just being honest. I'm probably gonna get out at that line and then kind of regroup and get in and see if I can find another entry. But seriously, guys, like I just don't want to get out. I just don't want to lose. Oh my god, I honestly really hate it. But now looking back, number one, where I messed up was, number one, I did not check for news. That's number one. Number two, I would probably say that was the biggest thing, because I got into a supply zone. I checked my zones. I did not check for news, and normally that's the first thing that I check, but I don't know why I didn't check it this time. See, a part of me is like, now listen, when this happens, a part of me is like, okay, this is a fake out. I'm like, this is a fake out. I mean, sellers over here, buyers were exhausted over here, as you can see right over here, exhausted, over here, exhausted. So now I'm just like trying to make excuses for not getting out of the trade. Kind of that's my mind is like. So it's very hard to, when you're just so used to being emotional, it's very hard trying to be logical at this point. So logic is like, you should have been out to the straight, it crossed the line, but then I was like, no, it's a fake out, it's gonna come back down. So now emotion starts taking over, and you start kind of hoping, no, get up, come back. I feel like I'm Rose on Titanic telling Jack to wake up, come back, come on, future, go down. And then you know what happens, you start praying, and then you're just like contemplating if this is what you should be doing. So yesterday I was not in a similar situation, but I had gotten out in a profit. I had made $1,000 as well. I did a recording for that, but it's such a long recording. I was in a trade for 2 hours. But this is what it looks like, guys, when you're trying to ration with yourself. Like, you're trying to like convince yourself that you at this point, I like don't want to be wrong. I honestly do not want to be wrong. And then the second thing is like, so number one is like, I have a bias. And this is sometimes dangerous to the downside, right? And so everything in me is saying sell, sell, sell. But sometimes it's like, it's not how you feel. It's like, what is the market showing you, right? So I have a bias to the downside. And so I'm just looking for sells, right? For shorting. And sometimes I don't, when you have a bias towards a certain direction, there's no space to have a different opinion. And so when you do have a bias, you put that trade in, and then you're thinking, oh, this is what's going to happen. It has to go because you don't want to be wrong, right? And so the third thing that we kind of deal with, or myself, what I deal with is, is that I do not like being wrong. And that's just life in general. You just don't like being wrong. But I'm just showing you guys kind of the emotions that I go through when I'm in a drawdown, because this is important for you guys to see. And it's just kind of like now a waiting game. So I've established now listen, this is what I do, right? I've set out my stop, but sometimes I'm like, oh, I give myself some grace, if you will. I'm like, oh, I was okay. I mean, it wasn't that bad of a drawdown at this space like this. So sometimes I give myself some space to kind of further that I shouldn't be doing. I should be sticking to my plan. But just as a visual, because I don't have a, see now this is where it gets interesting. Do I get out here and have a $200 loss because it went as low as 1,700, right? So the question is like, oh my word, do I get out here, or do I still hope? Do I still hope that price is going to come down where I want it to be initially, right? So now this is the question, and this is something that I'm just like, I have a plan. Like, the plan is right there, but now it's like, ooh, do I really want to lose $180? So I have to ask myself, do I lose 1,700, or do I lose $150? And then it's like, but well, I don't want to lose $150. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm in process. I'm like, oh, I can get out I can break even right here. But a part of me is like, well, my plan, do I stick to my plan, right? Do I wait, or do I just say, you know what, let me just get out here? And oh goodness, so you know what, I'm just going to do right that. I'm just going to get out. And
order filled.
I got a $430 profit. Let me just close my other trades. 7,950.
Order filled.
And 655.
Order filled.
Whew. That was close. And also, one of the reasons why I got out potentially is because right here, sellers got exhausted over here, and buyers came in, and so I didn't want to take that chance. So sometimes you just have to get out. You just have to just take the plunge and get out. It could drop further. See, now I'm FOMO now. Now I really want to get in right now. But it is what it is, because sometimes this can push up to the other side because of this demand zone right here. So you have a rally, base rally, came back, filled this area, came back, and now it could potentially shoot back up here and come back over here. But I did not want to take that chance. Could it have dropped? Yeah, but I'd rather regroup, take my profit, regroup, and then look for more trades as well. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I just wanted to jump on here quickly to show you my emotions, what I'm thinking, my rationality, if you will, my logic, while I'm in a drawdown. yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. So I will get back in probably, or I'll probably be done by I'm probably done for the day because I made my well, more than my goal for the day. But that's just how I trade. So this trade took me about 2 hours, and I'm probably done for the day. So I'm practicing to walk away after I've made some profits, and then I'll regroup for the next day. See you guys soon. Bye.